So there's so much stuff on the internet right now to help give you motivation to start working out, right? And a lot of this stuff will help you to set an alarm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever time that you're getting up in the morning. This motivation will help you to set that alarm to get up the next day. But that motivation will quickly abandon you when the alarm goes off and it's cozy in your bed and you don't really feel like it. So for me personally, there are 2 things that get me out of bed. The first thing is habit. So kind of build up over time. It felt horrible at first to wake up early in the morning to get my things in before a day shift. But now it's just second nature and I love it. And it's quiet out and I kind of thrive on the fact that, you know, very few people are doing what I'm doing. The second thing is fear. There is so much in this world that I have no control over. So, you know, in boot camp and, you know, the police academy, things like that, and there's this saying that people say, you know, they can't stop time, which kind of gives you comfort in those moments. But then you get to a point where you're happy in your life, right? And they say you can't stop time. And it scares the shit out of you, right? Every day I look at my kids, I'm like, man, like how did they get this old this quick? I look at, you know, my bills and stuff, all the money piling up. I think, man, how is this happening? I look at, you know, my job as a law enforcement officer and just the random things that happen. There's so much in this world that you have absolutely no control over. But there is one thing you have control over, and that's your response to the stimulus, right? Your response to all of this. And for me, I absolutely love the fact that I can set an alarm for whatever time in the morning. That alarm goes off, and I start my day off with a workout, right? I'm ahead of the game before it even gets started. If you try to save this stuff for the end of the day, it's not going to happen. There are so many variables that are going to pop up, probably not going to happen. So in this video, we're going to take you through a day where you get up early, try to get a workout in before work, go through work, and then try to prioritize the important things in life, right? Fitness should be a part of your life. It shouldn't be your entire life. You know, it's an aspect of it, and it helps to supplement being a better father, a better husband, things like that. So we're going to take you through that in this video. We're going to take you mile by mile through a run. I apologize for the video. It's a little bit shaky. You know, lighting's a little horrible, and I didn't realize how labored my running looks until I saw the video. So that's going to be one thing I explore is my running form as we build up to the marathon in like 9 weeks now at this point. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll have like little interjections throughout to kind of break things up a little bit just from my shaky video of me running. So hope you guys enjoy. All right, so it's week 3, day 6 of the long run. Now you don't have to do it this way, but I have early shift today, which means I have to get the run in before work because I'm not gonna have time in the evening. So up at 2, trying to get everything ready, got the dogs ready, got the dogs out the door, and it's impossible to be quiet doing that. I'm gonna run down, try and get 12 miles in, and then get changed over at work and ready to rock and roll. So I'm gonna take you with us, not for the work portion of the day, but trying to get it in before work. All right, so get started. I got 4:22. The goal is to be done by 6:15. Literally every part of me is fighting this right now. So I think that's part of the purpose of having this long run at the end of the week, is that you've already accumulated a ton of miles. I think it's like 25 at this point for the week. So you already kind of got that soreness a little bit. And wake up at 2 in the morning doing this, having a 10-hour shift, and then driving a little over an hour home. My mind is fighting me about as much as it can right now. So what I keep telling myself is that's what I want. I want my mind to fight me because that's what's going to happen during the marathon. So we'll check in with you mile by mile. Let's hit 12. 1 mile down. Hit the target under 10 minutes. This workout's the goal is a target rate, so I can use that as an excuse if it starts to get too challenging. All right, pushing mile 2. Two miles down.
So the only issue I have is that calf pain's pretty much gone from the first video that I talked about. When I'm compensating for it, now my left knee and hip are bothering me a little bit. But I keep pushing.
Now, I never really explained what I'm trying to balance. So what I'm trying to balance is fitness, obviously, as well as, most importantly, being a good husband and a good father. My kids are young. My little boy is in baseball. I absolutely love it. So those things are the priority for me. And then I have work, which also has to be incorporated in there because that's what pays the bills. And then I have this dream job that I'm trying to build up as a personal trainer, nutrition coach that I kind of do on the side for now. All of that, all wrapped into one, trying to find the time in the day to do, again, the most important thing, my family. Second, my work, which has to supplement my family. And then third, try to get fitness in. So again, this is kind of the balance of all of that.
So last week's 11-mile inspired marathon. This week's 12-miler, only 3 miles in, is having me second guess that a little bit. I did not feel properly at all, and I'm feeling it, starving, and the bartering phase is coming into effect. So I made a deal with myself that if I get through this, it's gonna be a Chick-fil-A breakfast for me. You like the biscuit? Oh man, it's gonna be good. 9 more miles. 4 down. I think the biggest issue here is, again, just mental. So yesterday I ran 6 pretty easy, and now just knowing that I have 8 more plus full work shift is breaking me down. So again, I just keep telling myself this experience is going to fall back on during the marathon. This affirmation that I can do it. That means I got to do it. So 8 more miles, let's go. 5 down. The sun's starting to come up, which means I need to pick it up a little bit. I don't have a chance to shower before work, so I pick it up. Halfway home. Sun's fully up. We're coming up enough that I'm gonna look crazy video of myself. Halfway.
So the most important thing is that none of this can happen at the expense of my children and my wife. So I need to make sure that they come first no matter what. So I put up some clips. Recently took them to a baseball game for a local minor league team. Had a great time. My kids actually, I don't think they understand how cool this is. But we got the tickets like last minute, like right behind the visiting team's dugout. And one of the cool security guards there hooked them both up with a game ball. And I spent my entire childhood trying to get a game ball. So again, I don't think they understand how cool that is, but I absolutely loved it. So here's some clips with that. I kind of do like a little overlay as we're doing it. But yeah, man, like I said, they are the most important aspect of my life, and everything else is just supplement them.
7 down. 5 to go. Hats on backwards, that means business. Let's go. Eight miles in, 2/3. My knees are wrecked. 9 down, 3 to go. It was really dark when I came through here, so not entirely sure that I'm going the right way. I hope so, because I don't have a lot of time to spare for work. 3 more miles.
So a couple months ago, came across a guy on Facebook named Joel Evan. He's been featured on Fox News. He works with fathers and husbands to improve their relationships with their kids and their wives. In just a few short conversations with him, took a lot away. One of the most important things I took from him was when you get home from work, you know, no matter how busy of an evening you have planned out, taking that first 10-15 minutes when you get home and really focusing on your kids and your wife. That has made a world of difference for me, because so often I get home like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do, and push aside. And then the end of the evening hits, and I have had milk time with my kids or with my wife, and it's time to like call it an evening. So can't recommend him enough. I'll put his link in the description below. Definitely recommend you checking him out, not just on Facebook but YouTube. I'll put both those links. Again, learned a ton from him and can't recommend him enough.
Ten down, 2 to go. Really wish I hadn't said my intended pace in the first part of the video. I'm well behind that. Right now, just trying to finish, man. Two more to go.
So, muscular hypertrophy, building muscle, and building strength are based off the concept of progressive overload. Some workouts are less about building muscle, building strength, and equally as important is building that mental resiliency. So this workout was absolutely horrible. The only thing I really progressed on was the total number of miles that I ran. That being said, this workout goes into my brain bank, and whether it be a marathon or whatever comes along, I have this to fall back on, right? I set out to do something. I didn't give up despite feeling absolutely miserable. I didn't properly eat prior to. I was underslept, had no energy, and I still finished something that was extremely challenging. Going out running 12 miles might mean nothing to a cross-country athlete or a kid in their early 20s or a fitness influencer who has time for a nap and then to go update their blog from the coffee shop. This was about me overcoming that voice in my head that said, go back to sleep. That voice that said, stop running. The voice that said, just go to work. The voice that said, you still have a 10-hour shift ahead of this. Sometimes it's about just conquering that voice. And then once you do that, then you have that to fall back on. So that's what this workout was about.
11 down, 1 to go. Got a lot of work to do as far as pacing and nutrition. It's all done. Everybody runs today. Quick changeover, time for work.
So if you stay tuned to the video, I greatly appreciate it. So hopefully you're enjoying the content. If you do, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Really looking forward to the next video where we are going to review BPN's whey protein. So we're going to do that. We're going to put a recipe for it up as well, and suggest should you buy it or not, and is whey protein even really a supplement that you should do as well. So that'll be up at some point next week. Again, kind of juggling a lot of this time, and YouTube kind of falls to the back burner despite being something that I really enjoy. Man, it's kind of addictive just kind of post it and then see what happens from there. So again, please help us out and subscribe to the channel, and yeah, man, we'll catch you next week. Stay safe out there.